Welcome to Unbiased and on the Fence. What's up, you guys? We are here with SunPsychic Jean live, doing live readings. And
It's so nice to be here. I've been looking forward to this all week, and I really love coming on with you guys. And I know that Jane is really tuned in, and I love just reading together. It's a safe place, and we all sort of raise our frequency and our vibration together, and sort of focus on receiving the messages. My intention is that you receive the information that is most important for you to know and that is for your highest good. And I like to connect to the highest vibration of each one who is asking the question.
yeah,
All
and
right,
I'd like to say to Flourishing Spirits, her brother died on January 11th, so our heart is with you. And yeah, so sorry to hear that.
I'm so sorry, flourishing spirits. So let's look with Denise.
Yeah, Denise McMullen, I would like to know if a loved one or spirit guides have a message for me.
So Denise, they're showing me I'm just going to come right out and say it. They're showing me that you are flying with dragons. So I'm not sure if you have vivid dreams or if you um, write stories or if you've had past life experiences, but you definitely have a elemental type of energy around you. And I know this is really soon and really and out, straight out of the gate. It's a little, but they're just. I have to say what I'm getting, and they're showing me you are flying on your dragon, and this is sort of like if it's not an actual that you visit other realms, it may just be a metaphor for you to be soaring and trusting your guidance and letting them carry you. In either case, it's a beautiful and wonderful experience. Let me just see if there's more. You have an affinity to animal life. You are connected to the elemental realm here on Earth. They're saying that you are empathic and you have sort of like a knack for um, telepathy and connecting with animal life. They are showing me that you are unassuming in the sense that you have a 3D life that is, I don't know if it's corporate, but it's sort of, it doesn't really have a spiritual aspect to it. So you almost live a dual life. You have a 3D life where you dress and perform and interact with those of a certain vibration, but this is more of like a something you do at home and in your private practice. So let me know if any of that makes sense to you, Denise.
Let's
Oh,
see.
Viviani is here. Hi, Viviani. Viviani is a wonderful moderator too. If you want to throw her a wrench, she's
Oh, cool. Oh,
and look, Tealight is here. Hi, Tealight. It's a cute name. And Linda Gonzalez is here. Wow, how nice. Nice to see everybody. Aw.
Did Denise ever chime in? Oh, all true, she says.
Get the heck out of here. Yes, I
Awesome.
can't see.
I love those
Um,
confirmations like that. You know? Thank you, Denise. Thank you for that confirmation. And
you know, for the being the first question and just getting started, and for me to close my eyes and see that dragon, I had to say it. I just had to say it. And the more, um, and this is how, um, how we kind of can get into our own way. Like if I were to just not be brave enough to say that, or, you know, it's it's a lesson in all of us to believe the unbelievable, to believe the miraculous, and to just believe, and it'll help to raise our vibration. It's real important. So thank you, Denise.
I love that, and it's what a great synchronicity too with my next video that's going to be coming out about trusting yourself, because it is. It's a battle between the right and the left brain. You know, you get an intuitive hit to do something or say something. Here you see dragons. Of course, the left brain's going to be like, "You can't talk about dragons. That's ridiculous. You're going to sound stupid." And I mean that's what the left brain does. You know, and it's like getting to this point where you're like, get in the back and just sit down and shut up, you know, and like not let it drive the car, basically, you know. But yeah, it's constantly trying to get us to second guess everything. So when that just pops in right like that, it's almost liberating when it's happened time and time again, and you've had a good response with just trusting it and going with it. And now we see all true. So that's beautiful. I love that.
Yeah, thanks again, Denise.
And thank you for the question. Tealight has a question. Any message from my grandma, Virginia? Uh, Virginia L.
Thanks,
Is.
Tealight.
Thank you, Tealight.
So I'm just tuning into your grandmother's energy and asking her. Um, I'm getting to know her name a little bit. She's showing me something about her name. And then she told me that you look just like her, that she looked like you when she was younger, that you have a resemblance to her, and that you are very proud of you and loves you, sends you so much love. She's just very proud of you. So much unconditional love. I can't, there's no description big enough for the love that she has for you. And she's a wonderful, wonderful grandmom. She's showing me now that you being younger and being sort of hugging her and just feeling the feeling of safeness, and she smelled good, and she was so soft, and um, she knew she kind of had like uh, this reassurance about her, that she would be able to reassure you. And she wants you to know that she's still doing this. She's still reassuring you uh, as you go through life, in your later years. She's very comforting, and she had this energy about her. So, does this make sense, Tea Light? Did she say anything? Does this sound anything like your grandmother? Trying to see if there's something else I can give her that she could validate. Once I get the connection, I'll be able to bring it through a message. She seems very lovely, very smelling good. She was pretty. She had these earrings, like little button earrings on, and she wore a sweater. Um, just But she smelled really good. I don't know what the scent is. Yes, she was always encouraging. We shared the same blood type. Oh, and we would talk about that. And isn't it funny? I said, "Oh,
Yeah.
good, good." She said, because she told me that I see your icon there. You're a very beautiful young woman, and she's saying that I look like that in my day too. Like she's saying she looked just like me. She wanted me to know that she was a looker too, and that, yeah. So, but that her warmth and her smell and her reassuring. I see this image of you hugging her, sort of when you were shorter than her. Like if you're, you would go over and hug her, and maybe your head would be around her stomach area, and you would just squeeze her, and she would hold you close and squeeze you close. She's saying that there was very strong ties, and she just loved your hugs, and that yeah, that she still is watching over you. What is your message for Tea Light? She's saying, reach for the stars. She's saying it's your time to shine. She's saying, be brave and take chances. Nothing ventured, nothing gained. If you have a desire, an idea, a sort of like a dream that you've always wanted to open up your own whatever, makeup shop or nail salon, whatever it is, even if you wanted to open up your own automotive place. I mean, whatever it is, whatever you always kind of dreamed of, she said that this is something, is a suggestion from your spirit guides and from the universe when you have this dream, that it is possible and that this is something that you can achieve. So if there's something that you want to do, that you want to create, she's saying to go for it. She's saying now's the time. She's saying she's reminding me that she's being encouraging and sort of like she's in your corner. In other words, you have her support. Very lovely, very beautiful. Yeah. Oh, she's a cosmetologist, and she would let me cut her hair when I was a little girl. Oh my gosh. See, she believed in you. She believed in you. And this is what helped you to become a cosmetologist. How about that? Wow.
That's awesome.
Thank you for that. Aw, she said she's all choked up.
I love that emotion you get when you feel that real connection and you can feel them, and it's like they're not really gone, and it just gets you choked up. I know the feeling. I love it. Uh, let's see if we can connect with Flourishing Spirit's brother, Randy, who just recently passed away. Thank you for the question.
Yeah. Sorry about your loss, flourishing spirits.
She said, please, no, sorry. He suffered greatly. He is now in peace with no pain. So glad you can understand the higher meaning in that. And it is really our loss when we lose someone. It's not theirs. They gain so much more. It's us that's sad that, we don't have them around to touch in a touchy-feely sort of way, but they're still very much around.
And it's Randy, right?
Yep, Randy.
He he's almost he's letting me know that he is amazed and the wonderment of what is on the other side. He never imagined it. I don't know if he believed in the afterlife, but he said no matter what I did believe, it was never as wonderful as this is. It's so far beyond our imaginations. He is saying that he he loves you, and he's saying thank you so much for all of your concern. Thank you so much for all of your focus and attention on me. Thank you so much for being there and helping me through the tough times. He is saying that it is still new, it is still raw, and he wants to console you. He said, you were there for me as I was going through this pain. And he says, now I am here for you as you are going through your pain. He said, I will be close by with all of the family and just want to, he's so overwhelmingly grateful to you for the assistance that you gave him and all of the energy and prayers that were sent to him through the difficulty. He's overwhelmed with the love. The love came in very suddenly, very fast, and very big. And he was just inundated with this overwhelmingly unconditional love from all of his family and friends and all of the prayers. He's saying we can hear the prayers. The prayers are palpable. The prayers are just are bursts of love, bursts of unconditional love. He's saying that the prayers are overwhelming. He said, please remember that your prayers have a lot of meaning and a lot of impact to all of us, to keep praying. He said, and that he is comforting you and soothing you during your difficult time now. And he's stepping back.
A beautiful message. Thank you so much, Flourishing Spirits. And Randy? Okay. Just trying to make sure I didn't miss anything. I think this is the next one up from Lark Kemper. Thank you for the question. You guys are going to take this from left field question. The question is, this is in reference to the ant people. Any vibes, anything you get, anything you guys get of some kind of indication, it would be appreciated.
Sure. He just wants to know what about ant people.
Yeah,
right?
see if you can connect to the ant people for him, maybe.
Let me see what I can find out.
Okay.
Oh. It's a species. What I'm getting is it's a galactic species. And I think what is confusing me is that he's calling them people. And I think what they are asking to be referred to as beings, ant beings, if this makes sense. And he's saying we do have individual expressions like personalities, but we are one mind and all think in a collective and speak in a collective. So you may also refer to them as the ant collective. He's saying we're often misunderstood because of the likeness that we have on Earth is the role that we play on Earth is a very small role, but we wanted to be there to experience the vibration and the energy. They didn't want that big of a role. Isn't that interesting? They love the earth and they love being in tune or in harmony with Gaia and Gaia's vibration. But this is a representation and or an aspect of the ant collective. And I'm going to leave it right there. Interesting.
That is interesting. Wow. Did you get any sense of whether they're connected to the ant insects, or if that's, you know what I mean?
He did say that an aspect of them are here on Earth
So maybe
represented.
as the insects. What a way to
Right.
hide is get really small.
Right.
And they're everywhere, right?
So they are here experiencing, but they did not want a big role.
Wow. That's amazing. So much to think about there, you know? Now I think about when I was like watching the little ant farms as a kid and just being amazed that I'm just off in their own little world, you know? That was amazing. Okay, this one from Cindy Bunt. Hi all, wondering if you can get anything from my aunt. She was Mimi to us. Thank you so much, Cindy.
Sure. I'm getting a dark-haired woman. I'm getting a dark-haired woman that was a little feisty, or kind of like had like a smart alecky kind of comeback. She was witty, and she had a little she always, not always, but she was a very loving, fun-loving kind of a gal, but she loved to give a little dig. Like, where'd you get that haircut at the Five and Dime? You know, like but it was sort of like her superpower was her wit and her ability to see something and make a joke out of it. She would have been a really good like stand-up comic and just really sort of razzing people and making fun of people, and not making fun of, you know what I mean, but she just really loved to pick something out that was unusual, or just to make something funny. She loved to be funny. She loved to be a little bit of a smart aleck. And if you could give me a little bit of feedback if this is the right woman before I get the information. If Mimi, Cindy, if Mimi, that sounds like Mimi, if she had dark hair and she was not misbehaved, believe me. No, she's just telling me she'd like to goof around and she'd like to make have a little fun, and she loved to be smart alecky. And this is what gave her like a rise, like a little bit of witty banter. And if somebody else could have a comeback and banter with her, it would be the dueling wits. Like she really had a smart wit about her, and she used it for humor. So just let me know if you hear anything back from Cindy,
Alrighty.
because I don't want to, continue with the message
Right.
if it's not the right woman,
Right.
and you never know. It just really helps to strengthen the message that comes through as well.
hmm
I don't know.
I like
I don't
those.
know.
It seems like those personalities come through a lot stronger when they're like that too. It's like they're more bubbly, so it's like easier to kind of feel them, opposed to maybe someone who's more mellow, right? It's like mellow doesn't really stand out. It's kind of like colors, right? It's like, are they a vibrant color that kind of pops out, or are they like more of a kind of a laid back color?
Exactly, exactly. Um, Especially because she's a little smart alecky. I wouldn't want to,
Right.
if it wasn't her,
Right.
it could be somebody else with a
Might be an
strong
ant
one.
pulling her leg or something, right?
Um, yeah. Well, I'm sure that yeah, this is unusual. Maybe she had to step away, but maybe we'll come back. We'll come back. We'll ask her to just step aside, and we'll take the next one.
Thank you, Midnight Light Company. We will be with you shortly. Let's see who we have after Cindy.
It's real important, you guys, if you are if you're in the chat when we're especially when we're connecting with your loved ones. It's really important for me to validate that it's them, because I wouldn't want to bring through a message from somebody you don't know.
Right, absolutely. This one's from Anaya Green, who wants to know if we can connect with her mom, Ida, who suicided many years ago.
Okay, your mom, Ida. She seems a little dramatic. I'm getting somebody that's saying, "Oh, girl, you just don't know what I went through." She was just like, she's just sharing the dramatic situation with me. She's almost saying, "You wouldn't believe it if I told you." She's saying that the the challenges that were coming at me, and that were relentless. There was some sort of a situation that she felt that she could not get relief from, and she was constantly bombarded. And she is she was it was her only option, is what she's saying to me. It was consuming her. I don't know what you know about the situation, if you know anything, but she's just saying that she could see no other way out, and she could not stand another moment with the drama, with the yeah, she felt like it was overwhelming her. She is sending much love to you. She's saying that she is so much better now. She's saying that she has the tools, she's equipped with the tools to deal with the situation and understand it and have perspective to it. She's saying that she didn't have these tools, she didn't have coping tools, is what she's saying. She didn't have the coping skills in order to cope. There was a missing link there. There was a there was like you know how she's showing me like you know how you go, it's not monkey bars, but it's like those rings that you hold on to a ring and you swing and then you hold on to another ring and then you swing and you hold on to another ring. And she's just saying there wasn't a ring there for me to hold on to. She's saying no matter how much I swung, there was nothing for me to hang on to. She said I had no choice but to let go. She's saying there wasn't a ring there. And what she meant by that is that she didn't have the coping skill. I don't know if this was a some sort of a uh, personality issue or an emotional issue, or if this was a medical issue for her. But she's just saying that she's saying that it has nothing to do with anyone else. It was just her own ability to cope. She's saying that she sees in perspective now what was going on, and she understands that there was just nothing there for her to hold on to. She's saying that it was a different time back then. There weren't support systems, there weren't hotlines, there weren't women's shelters, there weren't, there just wasn't these resources, and and this is what led her to her decision. Had nothing to do with anyone else. She's saying this is not a hereditary uh, condition. She's saying this was in her own psyche. It was individual to her. It was not had nothing to do with hereditary. She's saying that you may wonder this or think this sometimes. She's saying you are a beautiful soul. You are a beautiful woman. You are strong. You are confident. And she's saying that you also are interested in psychology to understand how people may be brought to this point. She's saying there are so many more resources there in this day and age than there was for me. She's saying that she's sending you love and she's been watching over you. She hasn't left your side since the day that she passed. She's been in your life and watching over you and she's been a part of all of the milestones in your life. She's saying she was able to, oh, she says, you felt her. She's saying that she's much able to be so much better of a mother on the other side and to guide you and whisper in your ear. And she's saying, did you have a dream about her too? She's saying that you felt her or know that she's been around you. Um, but she's so much better now. And she's very loving and very, how do I explain this? She has a lot of compassion and a lot of gentleness and a lot of just a lot of kindness. She's very serene and I don't want to say majestic, but she's like, I am watching over you. And it's sort of like there's so much love and compassion and just reverence for you. And she's so much better now. And she's very loving and very whole and very she seems entirely healed. She's healed entirely. And she wants you to know that she is all of herself now.
Thank you so much for that. Well,
So Anaya, if this makes sense to you in any way, um, any feedback you have would be really great.
perfect. Our next one comes from Midnight Light Company. Can you connect with Steve Gaines, who passed away with his sister Cassie in 1977 on a Leonard Skinner plane crash, and what message they may have for me?
So how are they connected to you? Did she say?
He didn't
Or
say.
oh, would
Is this a celebrity or is this? I'm
um
not really sure.
I just wanted to know sort of what the relationship was uh
Right. Okay.
to you, if possible. It would help with the specificity.
Mm-hmm. Anaya Green also chimed in. I have incarnated into a family that had a high number of suicided and suicide attempts. Very curious of this being on Earth difficulties. So that's interesting because she did tap into. It seems like she tapped into the whole idea, but maybe it was hereditary and let you know it's not. So that's a good thing. Um, so I think if you feel intuitively like it is just this realm, it doesn't sound like she felt like there was. It's like she couldn't have done it any differently. That was like her plan. It sounded like from the other side now, the way she was just coming through. It felt like that.
Yeah. There's also something missing that she said.
Hmm.
There is something like an ancestral type of burden or an ancestral type of trauma that we carry sometimes within families. But um, yeah, go back and listen to it again and see if there's something in there that is helpful to you about that response, Anaya. Just so you know that she loves you and she's sending you much comfort and reassurance that you don't have whatever this was that she was missing. Hmm.
Midnight Light says, I am friends with the family of the guitar player Steve Gaines. We are working on a documentary about his life. Him and his sister were I, wait, and his sister were I, Leonard Skinner. Not sure if I'm reading
Cool.
that wrong. That's cool though.
So I'm picking up two energies. I believe it's Steve and his sister Cassie. I've called on them and they're stepping forward. And they're just saying what a wild ride they had. Um, that they were like full throttle in their ambition, that they took every opportunity and ran with it. They love the creativity of making and playing the music, and they felt like that this elevated their frequency and their energy. I don't want to say that it made them feel high because I think other things made them feel high, but they really got a rush out of playing the music and writing the music. This creative type of force was just better than anything they could ever imagine. And what they're urging you is that if you are here on this earth and you have something that you are able to create, they're saying go for it. Be creative. This is what we're here, what we're meant to do here in this on this earth is to be creative because it raises your soul's vibration, and it's almost like a high that's better than any other high that you know of. It's your soul is it's like an elation. Um, they're saying that they were given a gift, they were given an opportunity, and they ran with it. They said we had struggles, we had difficulties, we had roadblocks, but we kept pushing through. Not everybody liked us. Not everybody wanted to listen to our music. They said, but it didn't matter. What mattered is that we were being paid to be creative. We were being rewarded for being creative. And the creativity and following what was inside of our hearts, and they're saying that they felt this come from a divine source, and for them to create this and for people to respond to it was just better than anything they could ever hope for. And they felt as though that they lived their life to the fullest extent all the way up until the moment that they passed. They wouldn't change anything. They want to send love to their family and friends that were left behind, and they're sorry for the tragic nature of their passing. But is what they're telling me is they were at the top of their game. They're saying don't speculate about the circumstances around the the tragedy, that they don't recall any of the tragedy. It was like one moment they were laughing and having fun, and the next moment they were in heaven, uh, looking around for their equipment, for their instruments. Like, not there was no trauma for them. That life or spirit uh, removes this from your memory when you cross over, that there's no tragic circumstances for them on the other side. The tragedy is yours, and that they're sending condolences and consoling you and sending you much love and compassion for the tragedy that was left behind. They are saying that they fulfilled their soul's desire. And this is what they wish for all of us, is to fulfill our hearts, our soul's desire.
That's beautiful. That's so cool. Yeah, I'm familiar with the music, but I wasn't too familiar with the story of them. So that's cool. They're coming out with a documentary. Let's see here. Whoop. Let's see. Cindy Blunt said yes. That's her. Yes, yes, she was. Cindy Blunt. Did I say Blunt? I'm sorry if I said Blunt. I have a habit of doing that, I think. She might be delayed a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so I tell you what, if you can bump to the end, I don't know if you know how to do that, but just get to the end so that you're live, Cindy. Maybe she can try to connect back in. It's
Oh,
up to you.
yeah. I'm so glad that that was definitely her, and that she came through with so much spunk and was not afraid to show me that, that she was sort of like a smart alecky kind of woman, but she loved the humor. She loved the wit. It was like, can you outsmart somebody and make something funnier than somebody else? She loved the challenge. And she loved the way that she would catch people off guard and almost shock them and say, "Oh, I can't believe you just said that." And then they laugh, you know, and it's sort of like this is what she really enjoyed doing. And people around her really understood about her. And if she were out in perhaps general public, it may not have been understood because it's sort of like you have to know her in order to get what she's saying. Because it may be a little offensive, but you know that she means it in the kindest way, and she's just wants to make you laugh, you know. And she's just saying that the more things that you can find in life to make you laugh, the better life will be. She said, try not to take yourself or anyone else so seriously. She said, have fun, have levity, laugh out loud. You know, it's it's difficult um, to be in this earth school, and the more you can do to make the best of it, the better. And she's just saying that she's saying thank you for asking me to come through, and she's saying thank you for honoring me. And she's saying that she's sending love. I'm trying to see what is that she's sending. It's like blankets of stars and sparkles. It's almost like the midnight sky, but it's all white with like little starlight in it. She's sending you magical dreams. She's sending you magic in your life. She's sending you effervescent energy to help raise your vibration. And she's asking you to climb onto the frequency. And she's saying that you're doing a great job. She said, believe in yourself. She's saying you can do this too. You're saying, oh, that was different then. She's saying you can do this too. You can have fun and throw caution to the wind and have a wonderful time and laugh every day of your life. It's possible. She wants to send her love to the family. She's saying that, you know, underneath it all, how much I loved each and every one of you. She's saying that was just my personality to sort of sometimes to deflect from the seriousness of life. She said, but this is what I use to get by. She understands how important the family ties are and how important relationships are in this world. And she's saying that you do a beautiful job at this. You have love, compassion, and she's saying you have tolerance, a beautiful tolerance, a compassionate tolerance that she's almost she wishes she had a little bit more tolerance, but she may have had a quick reaction to certain things. She's saying you have much more tolerance, much more control. And she's just sending her love to all the family. I'm not sure if you have children, but she's sending love to all of the generations of the family. Oh, she's telling me that you may have a family member who has either her mannerisms or her likeness. And she's saying that this family member will remind you of her. Interesting.
Sorry, I was
So
tapping there. Yeah, that was
no,
beautiful.
that's right. Hmm.
Okay. Oh, that's
High vibing's funny.
yeah. Gina's off the charts. Thank you, Maria. I appreciate that.